Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome back to another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream in this world and the next. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. Ooh, yeah. You got Carlos Garcia, aka the nastiest Duke, the land captain, Rampu McNasty. And of course, I ain't here alone, 'cause I'm rocking with my Stormbreakers. Oh yeah! You got Darth Vader himself, Langston Embershroud. You got Manto Zermeister. You got Crick sweating his asshole off thanks to some delicious Moroccan hot sauce. And of course, to lead us along on this epic adventure, the greatest goddamn D&D DM of all the land. Yeah, it's Ned Gonzalez. Take it away here.
Thank you, Mr. McNasty, and welcome back to tonight's Sunday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Happy to be back at it as the Stormbreakers continue on the great hunt. Still on day 2 here as they have found themselves in the forest, traversing through this time loop that kind of set them back a little bit. But as they kept along the stream here that will eventually lead to the large body of water that they need to cross, they made their way into this glistening mushroom grove. And upon inspecting some of the mushrooms and chopping some of them down, Manto even discovering that you could float on one of the caps down the stream without any kind of issues whatsoever. Unfortunately, when Rampu and the rest of the party were cutting down some of the other ones, another kind of like myconid, humanoid kind of mushroom figure sprouted from one of the mushrooms, and a group of them emerged as well, attacking you guys where you stood. And as the fight went on, Manto floating downstream and you guys taking down some of these myconids, a unpleasant visitor, a massive dragon eel, appeared in the glistening waters, chomping down the mushroom cap that Manto was floating on, attacking him, doing some hefty damage, pushing him back quite far. But Crick was quick and got him back onto shore, teleporting him there with his nanobots. And as the fight went on, this dragon eel doing some hefty damage to Langston as Manto avoided most of it. Manto avoided all the attack of this lightning breath that he was able to expel onto you guys. Unfortunately, Lurik went unconscious for a bit, took some hefty damage, but you guys were able to wake him up as you guys were like, let's get the fuck out of here, essentially. Started to split. Manto cut down a mushroom, which shot out this blinding light, and as you guys were beginning to make your run for it, the dragon eel still on the shore here, chomping away and trying to get at you guys, pulls back one of the myconid bodies into the water, and all of this with one of those robotic kind of beetles, the bugs flying around and watching the scene as well, with its one kind of glowing red lenticular eye. And with this, I believe that will take us to the top of the round with Rampu. We got Langston, Crick, and then Lurik. And yeah, what do we got here? As you guys are pretty much seeming like you're trying to get out of here, but this dragon eel, after he pulled the myconid back into the water, he's still chomping at the shore in your guys' direction, and it looks like he's trying to charge off that lightning energy through its body once again. You are muted.
I'm gonna look to everyone and say, guys, I think we should get the hell out of here and start moving this way. First, I'm gonna take out my arrow, take 2 shots at this thing while it eats, and then keep moving. First one. Shaya, 25. And I have my hunter's mark on him, and make sure it's turned on here. Yes. Okay, so here's damage. Shaya. It had the D4? No, it didn't. Let me do that. So 15 damage on the first one.
Is that lightning from, or is that D4 from your lightning damage,
The
or?
the gift of the chromatic dragon
Okay. Yeah, as your
should
arrow
be
strikes
still
into it,
put
it
on.
pierces into the body, but you actually watch as the electricity from the arrow seems to enlarge with the electric aura kind of glistening around its body, seeming to have no damaging effects to it.
Oh, that's an eel. Sorry. Okay. And I'm going to take another shot at it. Uh, actually, can I use uh, Jake's reaction to infuse the hit?
Sure. As long as it's within the range
Okay.
and everything and that he can do, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it is. Because as long as you can see it. He good. Okay, so that's a d6. So add, so 19 damage.
Okay.
And now shot number 2. 15?
15, still ravishing down, trying to snap around, and the arrow goes wide as its body flailing around as a bit of a wily target.
And I said, well, as I was saying, I think we should get the fuck out of here. And I just keep moving. And I should get over here, and Jake follows me,
All right, Ramp who runs up.
and that will be my turn.
Which way did we come from?
You guys
From
came
down.
from no, you guys came
Like
from like
east.
this direction, following the stream
Oh,
around.
so then I went the other way. I go the other way then. Sorry.
No worries. All right, and that will bring us to Langston then.
Cool. We're in a bad way, but we're all kind of in the thick of it. I think I'm just gonna use my movement and full dash it the 60 feet over here by Lurk, and just cheese it. So that was only 55, because if I go any more, I'm like off screen. But yeah, I'll like full dash in the same direction as Lurk, and just be like, I agree, we should leave, and then just cheese it.
All right, as you run on by, you just see at the corner of your eye this dragon eel still kind of chomping at the bit to get towards Crick's direction. You run away as quickly as you can. Anything else for you?
That'll be my turn.
All right, that will bring us to Crick.
All right. I'm gonna move over to this. This mushroom's like toppled, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move over to the side furthest that I can get, and then can I ready a dash action that, assuming Manto goes this way, I'll just kind of follow him out with everybody else.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, and I just kind of turn over to Manto. I think we should go, buddy. And that's gonna be my turn.
It's never just going to be that easy.
That's why I readied an action.
All right. With that, that will bring us to Lurik. Langston beside him, kind of just looks at him and says, I'm sorry for leaving you guys behind there for a moment. Just trying to get the hell out of here.
No, we should leave. That's fine. I think that's a good call.
All right. Oh, don't say it twice, or no, I'm sorry, and just keeps on running. He's kind of just like scrambled right now as he looks back and sees this dragon eel chomping away, still trying to get at you guys. As he just takes his dash action, and that's going to be his turn there, and that will bring us to Manto. Yeah, Manto, as you are up now. What do you got?
To my understanding, you've never prepared eel before. And that's something I'm willing to try over elf any day of the week.
Something tells me we may have another chance to try cooking eel under our own circumstances.
I hear that. And then shoot a laser pistol shot at him.
As you kind of communicating quickly with Crick, and you have the laser pistol lined up to take this shot, over to the north on this little cliffside, this hillock right here to the north of you guys, You notice this kind of sudden shimmer that catches your eye, Manto, between some of the fungi and the flora over there.
This is before I take the shot.
Yeah, I would say right as you're like about to, like you see this quick flash. So you can definitely choose whether or not you would still take the shot or not.
Motherfucker. I would think to myself as I see that shimmer, can't imagine something more threatening than this fucking eel in front of me. And then I just blast the eel.
All right,
Let's see. 30-20?
20 will hit.
Fuck yeah. 13 damage.
Okay.
If it's possible, can we make that necrotic damage?
If it's what? Oh, possible.
Possible, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is necrotic affected any differently than, like, would I notice that damage affected it any differently than like bludgeoning or piercing?
No, it doesn't
Damage
seem to have any
from-
kind of extra sort of effect on it or anything. Definitely still
Cool.
hurts it, but yeah, no.
Yeah,
sort of
I would
effect.
kind of just like, after that shot, I would just kind of like put my laser pistol down to the side. I'm like, yeah, he still looks good. And I start running. I run my 25 feet, which would be just past Crick. And then I would cunning action dash. Or bonus action cunning action dash. And I would move another 25 feet to pretty much where Langston is. And with my small stature, I would actually just kind of like, we're in the same spot. I would just kind of just like pretend like I'm a shadow behind him and like kind of mirror what he's doing to use him almost as a meat shield, but not have him really know what I'm doing.
Sick.
It's like, oh, hey Langston, how you doing, man?
I'm already so fried. Whatever hits me is gonna go through me and hit you as well.
You must, well, if you're so fried, you must have ate the wrong mushroom then, buddy.
I
And that'll be my
think
turn.
so.
As Manto ends his turn, this mechanical whirling drone buzzes and flies about, kind of flies a little bit higher into the air now to get a better vantage point, and kind of still sticks behind this dragon eel. And as the dragon eel is now up, you guys see it writhing around at the shore. Its body, like I've mentioned before, 30 feet long, stretching out now, trying to go back and forth. And you guys see as it's beginning to do this, it makes a little bit of distance onto the shore. Not far, but it makes it a little bit of distance. And as it makes it up there, kind of doing the worm and writhing back and forth to make its way over there, you see it kind of charging up that kind of electric energy through its body again, and as it opens up its mouth, a little puff of smoke comes out. It kind of has to arc back up like a cobra, and that is going to be its turn as it kind of just looks menacingly in your guys' direction now. Rampu, you're up. Muted. I could read those lips.
Heard that
the ultimate sign of communication. Okay, so knowing that all now cool with the plan, let me make sure that will reach. It should be Uta full. I'm going to drop my concentration on the hunter's mark, and instead I'm going to back at everyone and say run, and then I'm going to cast let me see, I just dropped it, level 1 fog cloud right here on top of this creature, the eel thing, and leave it completely surrounded in a cloud of shit, and then I'm going to
Nice.
continue running.
Was it 15 feet or 30 feet, the radius of it?
1 second. It is 20 foot.
20 foot. Okay,
20 foot
and you
radius.
cast it right on him.
I put it like I would do it so he's not in the middle, but here if I can move it, that would be excellent.
I think.
So he's kind of on the edge of it, yeah, like that type thing. So if he tries to move forward towards us, he's gonna have to travel through some smoke.
So describe what that looks like then.
So, you know, when I usually shoot my water gun, I do a disrespectful spit. But this time, I say, oh, it's back. Oh, that's my stomach. And then I turn around, and then literally I do a ramp, and this giant cloud of stink just like releases from me, and it's all like dragon methane gas, but it obviously smells like the worst gas you've ever smelled in your life. And here we go.
And it's also completely blinding. You can't see through it.
That's right. And then me and Jake run away as far as
Incredible.
we'll be off the map. But
You guys just see this completely curtain of this putrid stench come from Rampu, covering this area with a fog layer, completely impenetrable to see through. And as he runs through,
and as I run by, I'm like giggling. and that's my turn.
and that'll bring us to Langston. Yeah. So how far did you go? You maybe went like 10 feet off the scene.
5. 55 is to where I am now, and then full dash is 30, so I had 5 more feet of movement. So I would just still look at everyone and be like, we're going. I'm not fighting this thing. We're going, and I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm not taking any shots. I'm not casting any spells. I'm literally just like on the way. Let's move on from this thing. This thing hurts.
And so, as you kind of go around this corner right here, as we don't have like the rest of the map, the water kind of line goes around the body, or like kind of where you're arching to. Would you guys stay along the riverside, or would you go kind of off that path a little bit, or you tell me where you're running to?
There's like another river that like it wraps around pretty much on this other side as well that we would like have to cross over.
Yeah, so like I'll like ping. Let's see if I can do this location. No, not really. But like pretty much like right to the left of you, where you're standing, Langston, is where the stream would continue up a bit. You guys would pretty much be standing like at the shoreline of it currently.
Oh goodness, if memory serves, did Crick cast Water Walk on people, or did we 86 that and stick with mushrooms?
I haven't yet.
Okay. Nuts. Well, I don't want to try to cross this thing. I can cross it, no problem, but I don't want to leave my friends or attempt to let anyone try and, like, traverse it. So can I just hold my turn to see what others want to do?
Yeah, for sure.
And see if we can, like, move in unison. I'll just, like, hold my turn from there to be like, okay, I see now there's water. What do we want to do?
Sounds good. Yeah, so as you see the water around here, you guys got the hill to your right as well. Manto did notice that kind of flash up on top of the hill, and if you guys kind of went around a bit further to the north too, you could go around that hill and into another kind of clearing of the forest. Just kind of give you a overall idea of what is ahead.
Got it.
Anything else for you?
That'll be it. I'll just wait to see what everyone else wants to do, and I'll move with them and go with what they want.
All right, Crick, you are up.
Okay, so like we turn right, and then this kind of hill kind of recedes back into another clearing, even though the river is. So it's kind of this exact scene, but like shifted.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just no river on the other side of the hill to the north of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back into the forest.
Okay. Sounds like we need to run into the forest. So I would hit the corner 30 feet. I'd ready a dash action to continue on 30 feet if Manto passes me, kind of as we go.
All right, sounds good. Crick yells out, runs a little bit as far as he can up to the edge of the hillside, and that'll bring us to Lurik, who just right on Crick's tail follows up behind you, and you see him like kind of ready as well as soon as someone else in a higher position can make a decision on where exactly to go, and that'll bring us to Manto.
Yeah, so, okay. Where I am at the moment, I can't see anything to the west of me. Is that like a map
Yeah, so
thing
that
or
was
me thing, or...
no. I described what it was. Do you need me to describe it again?
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's just the edge of the map here.
Yeah. Okay. With that being said, then I would then just click my. Actually, hold on. I probably don't have to waste the movement on that. Given my dexterous background, I'm gonna try and climb this little face to get up to where Lurik is.
Okay, Lurik actually kind of ran around the side of it. I just put him there so that you guys could see that he progressed a little bit. So he's kind of hugging the side of the cliff, or the little hillock, like Crick is as well. And it kind of
how much
tapers down
movement-
eventually, maybe about another 30 or 60 feet ahead of where Crick is standing.
How much movement then would it take for me to get to, I guess, to go around, I guess, the path that he took to get to where he is, and then up
It would
on
be like
top?
another 30 feet essentially, or whatever.
All right, so then I would use my movement, and then I would bonus action, cunning action, dash to get to him to still have my full free act or my full main action.
Mm-hmm.
So then I have 20 more feet to kind of work with, which I would then put myself right there. And do I then see any other signs of that shimmering light that I had seen as I was shooting at the eel, or maybe something that derived from that?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
All right, yeah, so you kind of climb up this hill quickly and look around back to the forest clearing up ahead, away from the stream and the river, to get away from, of course, the danger of the dragon eel. You see, again, that sudden shimmer that kind of catches your eyes, and as you look over and you see the full form of what this shimmer is, you catch this form of this magnificent stag that steps into a little bit of a sunlit clearing, and its fur is glowing faintly. Its antlers seem to radiate a quiet, divine light, and the creature kind of looks directly at you, Manto. And in your mind, you hear a calm voice speak. "Seek me, improve your skill in the hunt. Only those worthy may partake of what I leave behind." And before you can respond, it turns and it disappears among the trees, and all that remains is this trail of faintly glowing hoof prints leading deeper into the forest.
Hearing
My hooves!
I don't know.
My hooves! Yeah.
That's wild.
I know my
Oh, okay.
jokes.
Hearing that and then watching the stag, I guess, kind of disappear. If I were to follow it, would it take me to like some sort of different, I don't want to call it like plane or world, but like, is it like some sort of different place from where we are at this moment?
You see it kind of leads into an area of some strange flora beyond the trees that you can see, but you can't really make out beyond that as it kind of disappeared into this area. But one thing that you were able to notice with that 20 perception is that between its antlers seemed to be this glowing image of like a green planet of sorts, with rolling hills and brilliant sun. And
Did that planet look like something Of that, of like a Thrycreen would like kind of reside on.
You can make a history check with advantage.
Wow. Shouts out to advantage because I'm a +0 with a history. Ooh, 16.
From the flashes of memories that you've had, you know, Low Risk, your home planet, is a distant place. It's a place that you were only witness to while you were a young child. But from the flashes of memories you had of those green lands, it's felt eerily similar to you.
Yeah, I would almost like start to salivate at this. Like my antennas stick up. My eyes grow really large. My horns that are kind of protruding almost kind of erect in such a way as well. And with the rest of my 20 feet of movement, I proceed to start kind of following the trail where I perceived that the stag had kind of left into. So if you want to kind of move me in said direction, that would be great. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm heading at this moment.
Okay. As Manto catches a glimpse of this white, majestic stag, disappears into the forest, Manto, with some sort of recognition, begins to chase after it with haste. And you guys just see as he kind of disappears rather quickly up that hillside. Langston, you were holding an action.
So do I see Manto go up and then just kind of cheese it from that angle?
Essentially, yes, you would be able to see pretty much like Manto stand up there, and then Manto, would you kind of stand, observe for a moment, and then you run immediately afterwards, or would it kind of be all fluid like that, or?
I imagine that the way it would have worked, I would have gotten to the top of the cliff and re-observed the light, which then would have given me. So I imagine there would have been some sort of pause or break in my movement between getting to the top of the hill and then me moving forward with the direction of like ethereal stag.
Cool. Yeah. Langston, you would see that for a quick moment. He kind of stands, observes, and then kind of goes in a direction with some haste.
Okay, so I think I would try to reach out to him and be like, Manto, where are we going? What are we running to? And then just see if there's any type of response.
Do I have the opportunity to respond during my turn?
I'll let you respond real quick in a quick, 5-second burst.
Yeah. I would then respond to that. This is important for me. I don't think you guys would understand.
Okay, yes, now's the time to be mysterious with the eel. Okay, so do you want this solo, or are we splitting up again because we know how this goes, or do you want support?
It's for me and my home planet.
Okay, I don't think my movement will let me get up there, like, fully and catch up to him, but I'm gonna scramble up the hill and try to, like, at least start, like, heading off to him, because I'm not letting this go solo again, because we know what happens.
Yeah, as you kind of begin to climb up this hill a bit, you can use, 15 feet of movement total. So let's say, you probably get right to about where you're standing. It's fine.
Cool.
Yep.
And I'll relay that to Crick and just be like, Manto saw something, he's gonna go after it. I think we have to go with him, or else this ends badly.
Yeah, my ready to action, like, even while they're doing their little mind thing, Crick's already, like, grabbing at the wall as he sees Manto run into the field. So 30 feet, I guess if that gets me next to Langston, I'm just bolting after Manto as he runs away from us.
Alright, Crick mechanically climbs up the wall quickly as Manto disappears into the clearing. And Lurik just, oh shit, what's going on? And kind of looks confused.
Come on, buddy.
And he's down on the other side of the hill real quick, or for right now. Rampu, as you see them all disappear, run up the hill. Manto kind of go into a clearing and disappear. Mute yourself before you talk. Well, what do you got?
Good call, because I was totally about to forget. I see everybody running, and I'm just gonna follow the team.
All right.
So
You
I'm
can
gonna climb
use.
up the hill.
It'll use 20 feet of movement to climb up the side of that. So whatever you have left after that, you can continue up. So if you use a dash action, you know, you
Beautiful.
do whatever you got to do.
So, I have 40 feet of running. Let me make sure. Yes, 40. So I'm at 30.
Oh, that's right.
That's 10 right there. That's 40. And then I'll dash my full movement, which puts me 5 feet off the map there. And Jake will just fly me over and do a quick flyover.
All right.
Dash on.
And with this, as you guys
behind me.
all begin to fly on over towards Manto in this clearing here, the dragon eel out of harm's way, or you guys out of harm's way of the dragon eel at least, no longer by the riverside. Lyric looks around. Well, shit, wait up! As he kind of runs around the hill now and he begins to try to catch up with all you guys. You guys continue to follow Manto into this area over here where he saw this kind of glistening white light that kind of appeared to be a majestic white stag leading him away and speaking to him subconsciously. And as you guys make your way on in, let me change the music now actually to this area here, following Manto behind. Let me go ahead and set this up. Yeah, you guys follow into this clearing of majestic flora, strange rock formations jutting up out of the ground, and even kind of like a bioluminescent glow coming from some of the grass and the plants that line the edge of this pathway that seems to have emerged before you guys.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Are we not in combat anymore?
You're no
Combat
longer in
tracker anymore?
combat. No.
I look at Jake real quick. Even though, actually, can we see as far as this map? Like that far? Like,
Probably not like fully clear, and everything. You'd probably really be able to see, maybe like up to these rocks right here, and then a little bit into this clearing right beyond it.
I have Jake fly up in the air as stealthily as we can, about 50, 60 feet, and try to see if he can see as far as out here, see the enemies, creatures we have to worry about, anything of the sort.
Of course.
From the ground, I'm also going to see if I can spot anything near us too.
All right, yeah. Make a perception check for y'all as Jake flies to the sky, takes a look around, sees how this area around here is kind of the only ones. Nice, 20.
20 for the poo.
It's kind of littered with this bioluminescent light in here, kind of giving a pulsing kind of faint aura to this area here, and begins to look around for any sort of enemies. Behind the forest seems to swallow the stream that had the dragon eel back there, and out of your guys' harm's reach and everything, it seems to be a rather eerily silent grove. But as Jake flies over and kind of gets maybe a little bit closer up, or down the path rather, he can sense this kind of vibrational resonance in the air.
He's gonna fly back down and let me know, and I'll share that with the team. I said he can't see anything, but he can feel something, so we're definitely not alone. As quiet as it is here.
Is he chasing this horse too? As I'm like continuing to follow hard on the path of this listening.
Did I see the horse at all?
You guys look around and you don't see any creatures at all. With your 20 perception check. But Manto, as you're kind of trying to stay on the trail of this, you do see a kind of as you were following into this area, you did see a faint trail that kind of has disappeared from your guys' sight. But go ahead and make a survival check, Manto.
Oh, buddy. Oh, 16.
Nice. Yeah, you follow that faint trail of those glowing hoof prints, and you stay on that stag's path. You carefully follow the trail, noticing like kind of subtle shifts in the leaves and slight impressions in the soil. Your keen eyes allow you to remain on the stag's path for now.
Guys, it's going this way. I need the answers.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll follow whatever it is you're following. Guess we just kind of meander through.
Manta, do you begin running up, or what do you do? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of like, whether they're following me or not, I am just like completely focused on the path in which this horse is kind of going on.
Okay.
And I'm kind of directing them, like saying like it's this way, and just kind of anticipating on them following me, even though this is kind of like my own like individual journey per se.
And I yell, "What the hell are you chasing? It could be a trick."
No, I swear this will give me a better idea as to my past.
Your past? How could? I'm telling you, it's the doctor. He's tricking you.
I saw it. This was a Thrycreen planet. It all makes sense. I'm a Thrycreen. This was a Thrycreen planet. I saw my home planet hovering over top of this ethereal horse. This could be the answers I'm looking for.
Or it could be a trap to get us all killed.
Look, you don't have to follow me, Captain. But I need this for me.
I ain't let him go alone.
I'd almost rather go on my own and have the negative consequences affect me than you
Well,
be
we
all
can't
negative about.
Do that. Can't just leave you. You're putting everybody at risk. Or what I'm telling you is a certain trap.
Well, then don't follow me, Captain, because I need this for me.
Fine, you know what? We're gonna follow you. If this turns out to be a trap, this is it. You stick with the group no matter what.
If this is a trap, I'll second guess everything that I see in this place. But for now, I feel as if this is an answer to what could be my past and the rest of the Thrycreen population between not just my planet, but this planet as well. And that's important to me.
Well, we'll go with you. That's what I'm telling you.
You may not understand to the emotional level that I do, and that's fine. I get that. That's what I'm saying.
The
You don't have to
emotional
come
level,
with me.
you're getting played with your own emotions. That's exactly what I'm saying. This doc knows what he's doing. He's been using mind tricks for us since we got here. He possessed mine while we were sleeping. Don't you get it? This is clearly using your own weaknesses and your mind against you. This is a trap. There's no reason why.
I won't know until we get there. Look, you know what? You guys go ahead. I can fend for myself. It's fine. I've put myself in this situation before. I can escape. Don't worry about me. You guys hang back, and I'll put myself at danger if there's any danger. Seriously. And like I see Crick right behind me, and I just kind of like
It's like
push
on
him
your
back.
heels.
Yeah, I push him back. I'm like, don't. Let me do this. And before I go in, I would go ahead and establish a psychic communication network with us. So let me roll this. Ooh, all right.
So 8 hours.
So we have 8 hours.
Not bad.
All right. So we can communicate telepathically. I'll let you know if I'm in danger. I won't put you guys in any imminent danger at this moment, if there is any said danger. But I need the answers. So you guys continue on your path, and I will progress on the trail that the stag is taking me on at this moment. I can't imagine I'll be too long though. So do with that as you please.
Okay. Well, I'll continue on my path.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Craig.
And we all just
And
file
I-
behind Craig.
And I continue to sprint towards that trail that the stag. It's kind
Craig
of
follows.
No.
Manto, you
Oh, I
run-
didn't know you could. I didn't realize you could also determine what paths we do and don't take. Maybe this is also our path. You ever think of that one?
Touché.
Manto, you continue to
And
run
before
up. Yeah.
Before he takes off running, I'm gonna use a 4th level healing word on everybody because we're all in the shit. Sorry, 4th level mass healing word because we're all in the shit, and I don't know what might happen, but I don't want us to be, too cooked. So everyone, please give yourself. Hold on. Hey, 4. Everyone, give yourself 13. That includes Lurk the Unconscious, Jake the Drake, and Rampu.
I'm awake now.
Yeah, but you weren't for a little.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead.
I'm good.
Alright, what if you did
I'm
this?
getting
Getting
better.
Yeah.
Feeling better, turn me into a newt.
Samantha, you kind of give them your spiel. You turn and you begin to run up.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and begin to move your token about where you begin to run to. And
I imagine then this path kind of takes.
as Manto, you continue down the path, the forest opens to a clearing, and at the center here, where you followed the stag, the footprints kind of disappear, and at the center of this clearing here, you see a monumental statue, frozen in time. You see twisted chitinous limbs, and an elongated skull with writhing facial tendrils, eyes scattered across that elongated head and all throughout its body, and geometric carvings etched across its surface of the body. The air around here is still yet heavy with history and latent power.
If this statue is anatomically correct, I notice the same amount of limbs it has as I do. And am I able to compare itself with me? Like, because it doesn't exactly look like Rykeen per se, but that's my question, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and make a history check.
17. Wow.
Nice. Yes, as you're looking at this, you recognize and you feel this eerie resonance and kind of a connection to this piece here. As you piece together, it has several limbs just as you do, but it doesn't look like a Thrycreen at all. I mean, it's kind of bug-like in its stance and whatnot, but this elongated skull and the several eyes carved throughout it, and the tendrils coming from it. There's something beyond a Thrycreen. And you kind of feel this, and I guess as you would look through it and you observe it further, you recall little bits and pieces, actually. Your mind kind of flutters with fragments of a memory. You see like a labyrinth and a seal that kind of holds the labyrinth and contains whatever in it in place. A way that your ancestors kind of potentially interacted with whatever this being is in the likeness of. And you understand this kind of I don't know, strange feeling that you're not sure where this statue came from, and maybe it was, I don't know, intentionally left here, or is it a byproduct of something of Sardonicus's experiments? But you recognize that this is something of Thrycreen and very unnatural. The tentacles on the face, as you guys have kind of experienced and you might have witnessed in the past, Illithids and mind flayers, there's part of you that kind of begins to have this thought in the back of your mind as if this is some sort of statue of a hybrid of an Illithid and Thrycreen. You know, you can tell the anatomy kind of just mashed together in whatever this creature is.
And do I see any sort of writing on the statue? And if not, am I able to... I don't know if I would be wording this correctly, but am I able to tap into any sort of like psychic like network with this statue, despite it being a inanimate thing? But I guess first and foremost, is there any like inscription on the statue?
Make a investigation check.
And no, while he's doing all this, I'm gonna pull out my grappling hook, and I'm gonna tie my rope to the hook, so I can use it if needed.
Okay. You can make that with advantage since you succeeded on that first one, though. I meant to add Manto. Did you want to try to roll that again? There we go. Manto?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to
No, your investigation.
yeah, I'll roll that again. Ooh, nat 20.
Nice.
Ooh, I love that.
So I'd imagine you get a little bit closer to it, and you can hear this kind of resonance humming from it as you get closer and closer. You notice these geometric carvings, spirals, and all these sorts of marks kind of ring true in the back of your mind of these ancient Thrycreen carvings, these kind of tribalistic kind of markings. As you're observing this, you can actually make out the pathway of a labyrinth kind of going through the body on the surface level of this creature. And not only that, but I mean, with this natural 20, you would also be able to piece together that not only is it some sort of labyrinth by design, but these markings are able to create some sort of amplification of psychic or psionic energy, just like kind of like a mycelial network, but made through these carvings, or like the way etchings in a vinyl record like produce the resonant sound from it. These are able to create some sort of channel to amplify that psychic energy. But Manto, as you get closer and you're able to kind of observe this and everything, as you know, with this natural 20, as you were saying, you were trying to tap into some sort of past memory or whatever. You do have this kind of memory flash where you have these fragments of memory surge through your mind. You see that labyrinth carved into a surface, rituals being performed by your people, and a massive many-limbed being being trapped within stone and psionic energy. You see a glimpse of your people receiving latent psionic energy and hints of like that kind of psychic energy that you are capable of, that soul knife abilities forming in response to this. The memory jumps, and maybe even a bit to prior to these moments, where you can see the hands of Sardonicus inside of a sterile lab, fusing together the DNA of an Illithid with some sort of Thrycreen form, and this being becoming way too powerful, the psionic energy just resonating way too strong, and then all that kind of unravels and pieces back as you fly back through those memories. You seeing it being kind of trapped back inside that labyrinth, and then absolute chaos. You see glimpses of destruction as that creature escapes, completely sundering the obelisk that your people used to pay worship to, and sundering your planets, reshaping that world forever. and then just darkness, and back here in this place, standing before this strange creature.
From the little moment that I saw Dr. Sarconagus kind of fusing together like Thrycreen and the Illithid, would I be able to kind of put two and two together and say or assume that this was a Thrycreen planet at one point and he kind of eradicated the Thrycreen race and tried to make his own, I guess, creature with that race with the Illithid race?
I would say maybe not exactly something along those lines, but I mean, it would be more so potentially that, yes, he was the creator of some sort of strange, being of Illithid and Thrycreen heritage, and with this created something way too strong, and with that it was something that destroyed your home planet, and something that he needed to trap, but unfortunately was escaped and destroyed everything. And I mean, from here it's just kind of like, is this like, again, what you kind of unraveled prior, is this, why is this here? Did he place this here as his own kind of sick tribute? Was it just, did it appear here, or are there things or someone paying worship or tribute to this? There's a lot to unravel still, and many questions that are unknown.
So you're almost saying that Dr. Sargonagus could potentially be responsible for the eradication of Thrycreen, not specifically from this planet, because we're not fully 100% sure of this being a Thrycreen planet, but of Layrisk because of his experimentation.
Say that another way.
Based off of kind of all of that,
Mm-hmm.
would I be able to know, based off of Dr. Zarconicus' experimentations, that he could potentially be responsible for the eradication of the Thrycreen race from Layrisk?
So yeah, it's not necessarily that the Thrycreen were eradicated. It was that your planet was destroyed, and that you have memories. It was completely sundered, like, blasted into millions of pieces. And so you had memories. You had that flash that you just had of this many-limbed being trapped in that stone and psionic energy. And then when that chaos happened, you see glimpses of the destruction and this creature escaping and completely destroying your planet.
But all of that is due to Dr. Zarconicus.
He
All they
was,
put is Stag.
from what you were gathered, and just from that flash, is that he was the one that created this being in the first place. So whatever you deduce from that, if he's got the blame or not.
Yeah. Okay. Given that Langston and Crick are nearest me, and they just kind of hear a my laser pistol just kind of load up as I proceed to pull it up from my hip and aim it right at the head of this being, and just to try and blast the head off of this statue out of just like pure rage.
No.
Crick's gonna move up as he puts the gun to its head.
Yeah, I'm gonna shield myself over behind this tree here thing. And how high up is this thing right here? This thing of rock.
Yeah, it's maybe like maybe 15 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna ready an action, if shit goes down with the statue, I'm gonna shoot my grappling hook at it and climb up there.
All right, as Manto pulls up the laser pistol, Crick kind of gets closer, and Rampu goes over closer to this stone structure with his grappling hook ready. Manto, you let off a 19 as your shot blast off. Boom! You see this kind of resonance, kind of echo and reverberate as if it hits like a invisible barrier, and I need you to make a wisdom save, Manto.
Fuck. Alright, hold on. Okay. 21.
Okay, go ahead and roll that damage.
Huh? Well,
Manto loads up this laser pistol and shoots it directly at this statue. You guys watch as it blasts into this barrier that kind of ripples this invisible kind of energy across the air, almost like it's water, the surface of water. And you guys watch as that laser pistol kind of sucks into that a little bit, and then flies right back at Manto as you take 12 points of damage, because a 19 does hit you, right? Yep. So you take 9 or 12 points of damage. And you guys just kind of hear that kind of humming resonance still reverberating.
did I fail that
this.
wisdom save?
You certainly did.
Alright, well, can I use my guarded mind to automatically succeed?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Then that's what I will do. I will, I will certainly use my guarded mind to automatically succeed.
All right, as you take that shot, then, and you guys watch it kind of suck into that kind of invisible barrier around it. It kind of spreads the energy across the surface, like watching one of those static electricity globes, and kind of just shimmers across the surface there and disperses, and this thing is left unfazed.
We shouldn't try that again.
No, that seemed lethal.
Is this what you were looking for, Manto? Seems kind of
no,
weird.
This was not what I was looking for. I thought the stallion would lead me to more answers, but I feel like I'm just left potentially more confused. But rather a large hatred to the stock of Dragonagus.
Are there any more
Tell
tracks
you.
from the stallion, maybe?
I would look around. Would I notice any other like glowing hoof prints from the stallion, or is it just simply leading to this statue right here?
You make another survival check.
Okay.
Yeah, past the statue to the north, beyond it, you do see actually very faintly more of those kind of slight impressions and glowing hoof prints embedded in the surface past the statue.
Yes, it seems as if he went past the statue. I tried to go around the statue, or I would call it the path of, I would think, least resistance, because I don't know what the statue kind of brings to the table, and I would continue to follow those hoof prints.
All right. As Manto continues to follow those hoof prints, the rest of the party kind of in this clearing. What do you guys think, or what are you guys doing?
I have Langston near me. I would whisper to him, we can't just have him follow this imaginary horse forever. He's gonna get us killed.
I mean, maybe there will be answers or whatnot, but even if we're not going to deter him, we got to stay with him to at least see this through. Everyone's got answers they need uncovered one way or another, and I'm not going to let one of our buddies do it solo.
This is clearly a trap. I don't understand how.
This place has made me realize everything I know is not actually true because of the shit we've encountered. So I'm not gonna presume anything anymore. It could be a trap. It likely is, but there's no way to guarantee it.
This place was built by a man who's been tracking us the whole time, and who has a creature that can read our minds and use psychic shit
Well, I
against
did get-
us. I'm talking to you. You can't hear this.
Not necessarily a complete answer, but again, a essentially grown hatred to Dr. Zarconicus for, again, what he has potentially done to my planet. And if I can kind of get a more conclusive answer to what has happened, then I can proceed with accountability. And I feel like this stag could put me one step or hoof closer to that.
As you guys begin to walk past the statue, one thing that Manto would notice, and maybe if the rest of you guys are looking at it as you walk on by, is that seemingly, like, out of the periphery, you know, you'll be looking at it, and you'll notice an eye blinking in different spots. As I mentioned, there's eyes covering all over its body, or at least all over the elongated head of it. But every time you go to look at one of these eyes, to catch it blinking, you know, it's completely still and static. But then you swear you see another one out of your periphery blink as well, and you go to look at that one, and still, that one stays static and non-moving. And something about this that is definitely mind-fucky.
And you're talking in respect to the forest around us?
No, the statue.
Oh, this. Okay.
I don't like that statue.
I'm also not a fan.
I don't like it either.
Give me bad vibes.
I don't like any of this right now. I have a terrible
You guys don't
feeling.
have to follow me.
There's other teams. I am trying to convince them not to. Believe me, this is not smart.
Maybe stay with the statue then.
So, Manto,
That's the last thing I want to do.
you look down and you see those glowing footprints as you're following up. You see a flash of white up ahead as well. But as you look up from the footprints, it disappears.
I would step closer to that white light in which where it had disappeared.
All right.
I just kind of keep my focus right on that.
Yeah, it's about 50 or so feet ahead. So you quickly make your way on over there. Make an athletics check to see if maybe you can try to catch up to it. Oh, I'm sorry. Acrobatics. It should be whatever the dexterity one is, which is acrobatics, right? Yes. Sorry.
Cool. Okay. Regardless, the minimum for
Hilarious.
acrobatics is 18 for me.
Okay. Well, good to know. But yeah, you rolled a 24 on that. So yeah, as you kind of,
0.
take a burst of speed. Yeah, right. I rolled a -2 the other night. I don't know if you guys saw that. But you kind of take this burst of speed and you navigate through this overgrowth and follow through these white hoof prints with precision as you close in on this elusive stag further up ahead. And as Manto, you get further up in the clearing, past this area up here, you see up ahead in the distance where this glowing pathway is beyond, you see finally in full view the image of this beautiful white stag standing there.
I just kind of stand there completely in awe of this, pretty beautiful creature. And then I kind of come back down to reality. And then I would attempt to speak. Why did you bring me here?
The calm voice that you heard previously coming into your mind kind of radiating from this creature of divine light. It says, "Seek me as you have. You are to prove your skill in the hunt." And as you kind of see it in there, it's about to looks like it's about to take off once again. And you kind of get the feeling as though it's asking you to hunt it.
So you want me to take you out?
Before you can answer, it looks like it's about to take off.
Can I see it? Or just
Why would
Manto?
Just Manto would come up there into the clearing and see this thing, and this would all be happening within like a span of 10 seconds or so. Crick would be running up behind him. I guess you guys following up close behind too, but
Yeah. Not as close though. Sorry, I'm only 30, so me.
yeah.
Why would I hunt down such a beautiful creature? If that's my intention, and you want me to hunt you down, then come after me. But until then, I will not come after you.
Make a wisdom check.
Oh God. 8.
Can I see him like doing anything? Like can I add 4 to that? Right. So I forget what it's called, but if I can see him doing anything, I can improve his dice roll.
Okay. Yeah. So as you see him kind of like speaking to this stag, and he kind of like sitting here. I guess for now, I'm not sure if it would make much sense for that, because what's going on here is like Manto is considering the scene here and what's going on around him, and kind of going back and forth with this creature. And as you say this once again, Manto, to him, this kind of thick fog or mist begins to drift through the trees, beginning to obscure the vision of this beautiful stag. And once again, you hear in your mind the kind of soft voice, the calm voice from this creature. "Prove yourself," as it takes off and disappears into the clouds and vanishes.
Is the fog still there around the perimeter?
It's kind of like left like a curtain where it disappeared beyond.
I would kind of go to where it just was and look out for any trail that it had left behind.
Yeah,
And
make another survival check.
if that doesn't 16.
Yeah, so you kind of go beyond that curtain of the mist and look for this stag once again. Into the clearing up beyond it, you see the flash of white light maybe 60 feet ahead, running away from you with a clear shot if you'd like to take it. This thing seems to be elusive and trying to get away from you guys. It has proclaimed to you several times that it wants to see if you're worthy of the hunt and to hunt it.
Again, right now, only Manto can see it, not us. No one else.
He's the only one that ran after it, correct?
Yeah. Can I cunning action dash and then use the rest of my movement to then be within 10 feet of it?
Sure.
Okay.
No, you probably still be too far away from it to get within 10 feet of it. Yeah, because you'd probably still have to do a whole other movement and dash movement to get up close to it.
Okay, so then we'd be 35 feet away from it then, I guess. Okay. Given the nature of this being, after, the couple moments I've had with it, is it like a physical being, or is it more like, I don't know if ethereal is the right word, or
Make an Arcana check.
fuck yeah.
Not sure, but everything on this planet seems crazy.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, cool.
Do we get any of the monstrosity energy from the food?
You do not sense monstrosity coming from it.
I would throw a. God damn it! I don't want to do this. I'm gonna throw a second blade at it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
21.
As you throw that psychic blade, shimmering psionic energy whirling through the air, your aim strikes true, and in that instant, the stag's form begins to reverberate and shimmer across the surface. And you watch as its brilliant white light begins to shine, and then as that light dulls out, the form of this stag is completely vanished, and where it once stood, you see this beautiful, bountiful feast that appears before you, radiating and inviting, and laid out with all sorts of meats and fruits and vegetables, and each one of them kind of glowing with their own kind of radiant aura.
No way. Okay.
And
Crick.
the air is kind of fragrant now, and it begins to get a little bit warmer in here. The forest itself seems to smile upon you as you see these rich foods and glimmering wines that lay upon this table with a tablecloth that seemed to just appear there.
Crick, I feel like you would have the best idea of this. How does this food look to you? Don't tell me it's tainted.
Probably if there's like some mashed potatoes or something, I'd give it a little scent. Put a little bit on the lip. Taste a
Gum it,
little bit.
maybe?
A little gummy.
Give it a little gummy. Yeah, Crick, as you taste a little bit of this, you start to get a little annoyed. I mean, I won't speak for you, but this stuff is fucking delicious. It is unlike anything you guys have had in quite some time. The flavors are absolutely balanced. The textures are perfect. The scent is not overwhelming, but extremely pleasant. And I mean, everything seems it's quite fine.
I immediately spit it out. Just kind of look over at Manto and, well, I can tell you, it tastes fine. As I then take another bite, chew it, and spit it out again. And just
Hey,
start kind of
for
doing
where
that.
we are, that's good enough for me. You hear that,
Are you
ladies?
serious? You're just gonna start eating random food from the woods? Sitting here, totally not a trap.
Well, it's not entirely random.
Crick, you did
So, yeah,
ritual
no, it's
detect
just-
magic while this was going on as well, and you do get a sense of magic coming from this feast here. Some sort of conjuration magic, you know, of course, this was created here. But yeah, that's what you're able to pick up from it, essentially.
Yeah, it's a magical feast. The only thing
Let's
I can
hope.
think of is this planet wasn't created. He did completely destroy whatever resided here, and I don't know. Maybe it's trying to fight back. Or maybe it's poison, as I take another bite, chew it up, and spit it on the ground.
When Crick said that, I feel like I would have a moment from like That's a Raven where she flashes back. Would I know this planet to originally be Larisk?
Muted.
You're
Can't
muted.
hear you.
Muted.
From what you have gathered and everything with all this and whatnot, you know, your memory flashes. Larisk has been destroyed. It is no longer a thing. But you know, you've learned about Shatter Space, which is the place
Right.
where Gilla, the ancient Dragonborn sage, lives and knows
Yeah.
all about Glorisk and all this stuff. And
Up to the sun.
yes, and with Shatter Space, what you guys have learned about with that too is that there's a massive meteor belt there, created of fragmented meteors and planets and asteroids and whatnot. So with that in mind, potentially the remnants of Glorisk lay upon that belt. But this planet
Very good.
itself, not the same.
Yeah, we're pretty far from that. Yeah.
Definitely, potentially, it feels to you familiar, like Thrycrane, verdant green life, but this, of course, everything, like, Crick just said, everything on this planet has been created essentially too. So it can't really, as Rampu has been saying too, not sure what to trust.
Yeah, I feel like I just keep going through these roller coasters of emotions, like this idea that, like, I get excited with the idea that, well, of course, we think this once was a planet of Thrycrane, but then I come back down to reality and realize that everything here is just artificial and man-made from the mad doctor himself, and then just kind of pisses me off.
Lure kind of looks around, sees you kind of like scolding and thinking about this, and sees Crick beginning to eat some of the food. Crick, how's it taste?
It's really good.
He begins to walk on over to and seeing, like, I mean, guys, it's free food.
Oh my god. It's really free food? That's how we die? Free food? Really? 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 That's what
Well,
it takes?
isn't all the creatures that we've killed free food too?
No,
All
we
that
have to
happened
work for
until-
that. That is a lot of work. That is the opposite of free food. We have to freaking fight them and kill them and then slaughter them and do all kinds of, like, butcher them. Literally the complete opposite of free food.
Did I not have to chase after this stag for us to get this plentiful feast?
This wonderful feast that is just randomly sitting here in a planet made by a doctor where the end goal of the Great Hunt is that everybody dies. Yeah, that's totally.
I get what you're
trust that.
saying, but I don't know. Crick is around food all the time. I imagine
Crick
he
is
understands-
half robot. It doesn't.
I thought another
understand
arbor was
that
going to
he
come
and-
there.
I imagine that he knows all
Crick
the.
literally has an iron stomach. Crick can eat anything.
I'm sure he understands food safety at his finest.
Yeah.
Lure
Okay,
reaches
well.
on over and begins to eat some of the food. Kind of whips up some frosting off a little hand cake there. If it's poison, it's tasty poison. And begins to eat some of it.
That is literally the point. Oh my god. He's not gonna poison something that tastes like shit. You're not gonna want to eat it, you moron. Oh my god. Just go ahead, eat the food. Enjoy.
Am I feeling sick at all or anything? As I've probably had a couple.
You've been spitting it out.
You keep spinning out. No, but you don't feel sick at all. No.
Feeling anything else?
You've
Satiated?
been spitting it out, so not really. No.
That's how I absorb food.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's
I absorb
the
it by
taste
not
buds,
having
and
it.
then I spit it out. It goes to the taste buds,
It's like chewing on
and then I
sunflower
spit out
seeds.
the excess. It's like that's
Or
that's what's
dipping.
happening. Yeah, exactly.
You do feel a quite tingle.
I'm getting nutrients whenever I do that.
packs his food in a lip.
It spits it
I've-
in a
I've
cup.
taken out the
right.
nutrients I need.
Styrofoam cup.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna head back towards the river, I kind of look at everybody else. I don't know if you guys need a rest or anything, but this is probably a better place than anywhere if we need to take a short rest. But that's up to you guys. As
I
Crick is
imagine
like
this is probably a good
unscratched.
place for it.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably a good time for it.
Good.
So is that water in the background?
No, it's more of a forest clearing. It's just kind of like different lighting.
Understood. Never mind.
Let's move over here behind these rocks and use them for cover so we're not sitting ducks with Langston. And definitely let's take a long rest. And I'm going to have, or short rest, I'm going to have Jake patrol the area for us too. I know his icon's not in here, but
It is. You just never moved it.
You know,
He's down.
you don't have to worry about Jake. I can just watch us throughout the night.
Are you guys taking a long rest or a short
well,
rest?
this is just a short rest.
Lurk sits down at the table by himself. Really? No one else wants to eat?
Honestly, Lyric, I'm probably going to. Save me a turkey leg.
I'll watch you and see how that goes.
Watch me eat? Are you into that or something?
Yeah, sure. We'll just go the old guinea pig experiment. If Lurk and you survive, maybe I'll take a bite.
I don't like being called a guinea pig.
Well, I cause it as I seize it.
I'd rather be called a bug.
And not very buggy.
I do just want to point out everything that the doctor's created so far has been a monstrosity, and whatever that was that you killed was not a monstrosity. But I don't know. This is good.
Where are you going with that?
I don't think he was created by the doctor. I think it resided here.
How did it manage to hide from the doctor then?
I mean, it just turned into a plate of food. Maybe it's magical.
Good enough for me. As I start fixing a plate.
Manto begins to grab some of the food and some of the shimmering wine. Each food that you grab, some of the fruit, vegetables, and the meats. Each thing glistening a little bit with this kind of innate aura. And as each one of you guys begin to imbibe on this, or at least you, Lurk, and Crick, you feel this kind of warmth begin to course through your body.
Ooh.
If it was really that good of a creature, it would tell us where this beast is for us to kill it. And I'm kind of like looking around, like hypothetically for any answers that it might give me, even though I know damn well that it's not going to tell me where it is. So then I just proceed to keep eating.
Lurk looks over. It's pretty good, isn't it? As he's two-handing some of the stuff, and as he reaches into a bowl, it seems to replenish itself. I mean, nothing gets taken away from the bowl here. It's constantly being filled, and as you guys just keep on indulging in it. Crick, you're eating some too?
Tastes better than Elf.
You can say that again. Lurk looks over.
And I would look at him.
Kind of looks over, wipes his mouth off, and sees Jake beginning to eat some of the grass around the ground there. Yeah, Jake, you can eat some too if you want. Don't listen. You don't have to listen to your master.
I look at Jake and I shake my head and call him over to me. Say, nope. He won't even die from it, but I don't want him to feel pain. So I'm gonna keep an eye on you guys, and maybe after I relax here for an hour or so, I'll take a couple of bites if you guys are doing fine.
All right. So what else is going on around here as you guys continue to eat this?
I'm sitting there watching them.
As you guys
So I
continue,
guess-
yeah.
So I guess once we're done here, though, we'll have to head back to that river. Are we trying to cross it here, or we're trying to catch it into the water portion, right?
Yeah, we do have to get to the water.
Okay, I guess we'll just follow the river.
Yeah, let me take a look. I look at Jake. I tell him to do a little flyover just to see since we took essentially kind of a new path where the water is in comparison to us now. So I know where we should go.
Yeah, Jake goes and flies on up. He can make a survival check, and as he's doing that, Langston, are you partaking in this feast here? Lurk, Crick, and Manto are, but Jake and Rampu are sitting it out.
I think I'm Team Rampu on this one. I will like see that appear, and based on everything else, I think because we've kind of become hunters, I'm of mindset of unless we kill it, I ain't trusting it kind of thing on this planet. So I think
Right.
I am taking a step back. Like by all means, they can indulge in whatever. I can, tend to heal afterwards. But I'm just seeing if there are any adverse side effects. And also, like, since this was magically conjured, if it is given off anything, like, I know Crick did detect magic, but I'm just, like, spontaneous appearance of full course meal.
Yeah, yes.
And just kind of raising an eye.
Yeah, so as you were gone for a moment there, Crick did point out once again that everything that you guys have sensed on this planet and seen has been monstrosity, and didn't sense a monstrosity from this creature here. And after, Manto destroyed it, it turned into a feast. Rather strange, series of events, and just something to consider if that plays into any
True.
factors of anything. But yeah, I mean, as I was mentioning to them, each kind of piece of food that they pull off the plate here seems to be glistening with this kind of innate, kind of radiant energy or aura from it. And as Lurk goes and grabs another piece of fruit from the bowl, he removes it from there, but still the bowl stays completely filled as if it was never, nothing was taken from it at all.
Okay. Lurk is another holy man, and he's not taking any type of adverse stuff from this as well. Like, I look at him like, your Rada's not going crazy or anything.
He kind of looks at you with a little cupcake in his mouth. You should have some.
Well, I'm thinking back, because, I mean, did Manto tell us what the stag initially said to him? He told us, like, he was going after it because it, like, might have answers for him, but did you like, let us know it was, like, follow me for the answers you seek as, like, its wording or anything?
Manto?
No.
Okay. Well, then I will not assume any further questions on this table. I refuse to be a metagamer, and I will just start indulging in a loaf of bread to start out and test the waters. I'll look at Rampu and be like, I'll like say that to Rampu, and then I'll walk over and see it, and then I'll be like, oh, and I'll look at Rampu and be like, I folded like a lawn chair. I'm human. What do you want from me? This is the half pot of me, and I'll just take a bite.
Good lord.
Right now, Rampu, you are designated driver, and I'll start indulging.
Yeah, Langston, you grab a piece of this bread. It's got this crusty exterior with this warm, fluffy, soft interior. And as you kind of begin to like rip it apart, it seems to almost like have its own butter already kind of spread all over it. Perfectly buttered and warm and toasty and perfect for you. Nice little pleasant meal for you guys inside this this clearing in the forest here. And glistening
Rampu, they
wine
butter the
and
bread
ale.
for you. Come on.
This is absurd.
And as you
Do
guys,
I
Yeah, you continue
Sorry,
to
do
eat
I
it. You
do I
just feel
see
this warmth,
any
though.
elf on the table? Is there any elf on the table?
There is no elf on the table, just the finest slabs of meat, non-elf meat.
All right. Gotta ask for sake of Rampu.
If there was elf on the table.
Well, there's one at the table.
Yeah, we'll see what happens to him. If you die for the meat, then I got a meal ready for me.
Certainly do.
But I'm gonna watch them. Do they seem any different at all after eating?
Yeah, they just kind of actually make a insight check.
Dale seems sick.
14.
14. Yeah, as they're kind of indulging in this, you kind of just see, you know, we're constantly reaching over and grabbing more. I won't speak for the other guys, but I'm assuming you guys are constantly just indulging and taking what you can, as this table is plentiful and is, you know, you guys, food is sparse around here, and if you can take what you can, then take what you can while it's here. And Lurk is loving this, and you kind of are watching him, and he seems to be in high spirits, and not only just high spirits, but better than you've seen him all day.
Lurk, you do look very happy. Are you just in a good mood, or are you actually feeling better?
I mean, I don't want to be too over the top or anything, but this food makes me feel like I have sunshine inside my chest or something.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Sunshine.
I mean, every
Sunshine,
mouthful
sun.
that I take of this delicious feast, I feel the weariness lift from my bones, and I mean, my mind becoming more and more clear.
Really?
I-
What about the rest of you guys? I look at the rest of them.
It is fantastic. I can't even lie, and I just will keep reaching for stuff. Am I able to like walk away from eating this?
As you're kind of indulging and eating this feast here, you begin to like try to stand up, and then you feel like that kind of warmth begin to leave you as you get up to move away from the table here, and something like tells you like, oh, I should keep consuming this.
Okay.
I'll trip this one. Yeah. Be having
Got it.
turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Stay a while.
I mean, it is good.
It's
really
quite
good.
yummy.
Rampu.
On,
You see Jake kind of like inching towards the table, putting his nose up.
like fling some mashed potatoes towards Jake.
Just tell
Paul's,
him
like,
he's
just
allowed
outside
to
of it,
eat,
so.
Rampu.
You guys mind your own business. My dragon. Do what I want. Look at Jake. No.
See him kind of bow his head, goes underneath the table and drops down. And yeah.
I'm gonna literally count because ideally we're still doing the short rest, so I'm gonna give it the whole hour. And if I don't see anything wrong in an hour, I'll eat.
Okay.
That's my.
As the rest of the party continues to partake, indulging bite by bite, sitting here and just feeling like enthralled by this food. That hour flies by before you know it. And Rampu, as you watch them eating this food, eventually those bowls begin to empty and clear out. And they begin to take the last bites of that as each one of them look with this like kind of shimmering kind of warmth, this golden light radiating off their skin. And that warmth kind of cascades off the tables, And as each one of them begins to stand up off the table, from these seats from this table here, the table completely begins to fold in and then vanishes in front of you guys. And Langston, Manto, Crick, and Lurik, you all feel that warmth of the sunshine inside your chest as you've all just partaken in a hero's feast and get the benefits of that.
Oh my god.
Which Rampu does not, because it only lasts an hour. So it would have been gone at the time that you would have been wanting to take it. So you guys partake in that for 24 hours. You have resistance to poison damage, immunity to frightened and poison conditions. Your hit point maximum increases by 2d10, and you gain the same number of hit points.
Do we each roll that separately, or is it a single roll?
I'll roll 2d10, and we'll go with that.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I was able to take a short rest at least, right?
that's right.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's.
Oops,
see.
I said it came from Langston, but that's from me.
Cool.
I like food.
I'm the DM now.
We win that.
Resistance to poison, immunity to frightened.
I don't know.
Dang.
That's for 24 hours.
That's 103, and then I need to add 12.
How do I increase my max? Would that just be temp HP?
There's a max.
Max
spot.
HP modifier. Yep,
Yeah.
there we go. 12. Cool.
I thought.
15.
Do we
Yeah,
roll
right.
that? Do we roll that individually?
I did the 12. It's 12 for you guys. Which is just average. Or just above average, yeah. I thought Heroes Feast did something exotic. Maybe it does not. All good. Because it doesn't
Is
really
that
matter.
max? Is that max HP modifier or override max HP?
Do the max HP modifier.
And you give yourself. You should have those 12 hit points also.
Yeah. Oh.
Cool. So yeah, you guys can take a short rest too if needed.
Oh yeah.
You guys feel rejuvenated and refreshed after this beautiful meal. After Manto
Why the fuck
chase
not?
chase down this illusion of a stag, so to speak, or you guys weren't quite sure exactly what the hell the deal was with it, but apparently leading to some sort of fruitful and helpful boon as you guys had this delicious meal and helps you guys out for the next day.
+8.
Yay.
It is, probably 7 o'clock or so in the evening at this point after that short rest and everything. I did forget to mention what Jake saw as he flew to the sky. As he observed kind of the path ahead and see where you guys need to go to get to the big body of water. It does look like you guys could make it just pretty much there by the end of the evening, maybe another 4 hours of travel or so. And if you were able to do that, you could essentially just follow this path straight north to make your way there eventually, or you could go along the riverside, and which is to your guys' west currently, and follow that as well. But Jake sees as long as you guys pretty much keep going north from where you are, should be all right.
I say we keep this path and avoid the riverside now that we know that giant eel is in there. It could be stalking us.
Agreed. I think we don't
Fine with
approach
me.
the river until we have to.
I like it.
I don't want to fight that eel again, so I'm with it.
Well, let's get moving.
Work a short rest too. All right, as Rampu begins to take the lead, taking the direction from Jake, as he surveyed the land. Marching order as normal, I'm assuming. As Rampu takes the lead up here, let's do a group survival check to see how we progress here.
Okay. 22.
23. Sucker.
20.
Hey!
Manto.
The Manto.
Got 33 plus 23 is 33 plus 55 plus 20 is 75 plus 16 is 91. Not bad. So it's an 18.2. All right, as you guys continue to push on through this forest here, some of the trees rising up like glass spires as you guys continue through this path here. A couple of trees laced with this kind of translucent bark. This area kind of strange flora, as I've described before. Some trunks twisting up as you guys walk through. And as you guys take your steps, you're used to seeing these trees kind of moving along with you as well. But you do hear some strange kind of alien bird-like calls in the distance. But regardless, you stay on the path where you guys know you need to keep going to get to the river, or to the big body of water, that is. And as you guys continue on, going further and further, let me just make sure I have this scene correct. Yes. Yeah, you guys continue on, about, say, 3 hours of travel. During that travel, any discussions or anything going on here? With that average check, you guys made it quite far.
Oh, nice. I think I'll probably check in with Manto while we're walking. I know, because I think Rampu's leading, Manto's at the back. I'd probably drift off to the back a little bit and just check in and be like, hey, buddy, I know this interaction may not have given you the answers you wanted, but I just want to check in and see how you're doing.
I mean, to be quite honest, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I'm just still irritated.
I get that. I think that's fair, but I don't want this. I know you mentioned getting your hopes up just to have them dashed. Hope's kind of the only thing we have that people can't take away from us. So don't let it get you down. There's still going to be answers for you with your people, your history, you. Don't let it get to you too much. You still got us to lean on, and I know you want to do things solo. You don't have to.
No, I get that. I've just, for what feels like pretty much my entire life, I've done everything on my own. So when I see something, I go after it.
That's fair, but
And yeah, and I don't know. I thought I would be able to maybe not get all the answers that I was looking for, but maybe some sort of direction. I mean, I guess it pointed us in the direction of some fucking food.
it did. Some good food. My God.
If we were going to be optimistic about something, but no, I know where the answers lie, and it's not near here.
No,
But
but I think it is
if we get
the
there,
planet.
yeah, this is definitely a Thriking planet at one point. And will we get to the area or planet in which the answers reside? Well, maybe, but I guess one step at a time. In the meantime, we just gotta get through all this fucking doctor's weird ass creations.
Don't worry. Once we get through this, we are going to get you the answers. Because I would like some as well. Maybe not to the caliber of yourself, but I could use an explanation or two.
We all deserve it.
I think so. I also want to check real quick. As we took off with I know we were kind of traveling a good bit. There's no more of those buzzing flies or drones or anything, right? We went back into this little cove in the forest or offshoot. None of the drones came with us or anything, right?
Yeah, no, they didn't seem to follow you guys.
Cool. Okay. We're kind of out of line of sight right now. How about that?
I do like that.
That's
Except
peaceful.
regardless of drones, I do feel as if we are constantly being watched and followed, though.
Well, yeah, the monster's going to do that to us. It can monitor for miles and miles, or kilometers and kilometers. Do Thrycranes use the metric system? What do you guys typically gear towards?
I don't want to go down that path. You're gonna hate it.
No, okay. I feel you're giving me Miles energy, and I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole with you either.
Spiraled hands.
It's actually far worse.
It's fun. Great, yeah.
We love hectares.
Of course you do, and we half elves love sex. Okay, let's get the fuck on.
I hate you.
I look at him, I go Eagle Lamente, and keep putting forward.
There's core hate.
That conversation. Manto, you doing well? All right, fuck you, and then just keep going.
I knew I should have just left.
No, come on. This is love. This is out of love. We're
Oh,
heckling.
I know. And if I was by myself, I'd probably be dead at this point. So thank you for everything you guys have done.
Of course. Give him a pat on the butt, and we keep moving forward.
Crick, anything from you?
No, I think we're just gonna keep hammering forward. I just kind of stay close to Manto as we kind of charge through.
All right. And Rampu, as you lead the pack and have Jake kind of directing you as well, you guys are making it quite far and making good time here. Anything that you do as well?
I'm walking, and Jake is like growling at me like, "Rawr." He's just pissed that he didn't get to eat the food. And I'm like, I'm sorry, god damn it, I'll make it up to you. When we make that heart, give you a big piece of it. And then he was like, he still looks at me kind of like, all right, but he does feel a little better. I just keep walking, and I'm like, my stomach kind of growls a little bit, like, fuck.
You see them all kind of glistening and have like a hop in their step and everything, and even like a little bit of like the Brady Bunch tune plays as they're walking down, like going. It's just like a jovial time, and it's like you just you got the grumbling in your stomach, and
They have like sunshine over them, and
Yeah.
then there's just rain just over me. And I'm like, what the fuck?
that fog cloud is following you still.
Crazy weather here.
You guys continue to get further and further down this path, and as you guys do, Manto, as you guys make your way, like I said, like 3 miles up here, Rampu leading your guys' way as well as he possibly can, you begin to hear the environmental sounds of an opening of where you can hear like kind of water rushing, and not just a small stream, but like a large body.
All right.
Gents, I think we're heading in the right direction. Let's see.
Oh, baby.
I can hear some heavier water flow.
And kind of like, the
Yeah.
sound
saying
is
that-
becoming less dense, like, as you guys get further and further, as if it's like, becoming an opening. It just kind of reverberates the sound more and more.
I'm gonna send Jake up to take a look.
Langston, what were you saying too?
I was gonna say, so you're saying there's heavy flow ahead?
I take that back. As Jake goes.
Go ahead there, Jake. It's all you.
What do you have Jake doing now?
He's gonna fly up just to see
Yeah.
where it is, and if he spots any enemies or anything, any creatures, anything we should warn him about.
As Jake flies on up, he sees the tree line still extending, of course, as he looks to the left and to the right, and then behind him, it's infinite amount of trees, essentially. But as he looks ahead in the direction that you guys are heading, about another 2 or 3 miles, maybe 3 miles or so, you guys can see, or he can see rather, that kind of the trees part and the ground slopes on downward, and you can see just this kind of silver blue river kind of shimmering, and that artificial moonlight from above, as it's probably like 9 or 10 o'clock now.
So fly back down. Let me know. And say, well, we are getting to about that time where we should probably start figuring out camping and Why not? What do you guys think?
I think that's fair. Unless, do we want to try to forge the river tonight? Or is that a tomorrow morning kind of thing?
I would say we do it during the
I'm
daytime.
feeling quite rejuvenated and willing to traverse cross water tonight. Rampu, how are you feeling?
I think that's not a wise idea considering it's nighttime.
you
We
didn't
can't
eat?
see, and it's a
Gotcha.
massive body of water. Like anything could be in there. So if one of you fall in, we'll never see you again. We need the daytime so we can be able to see where the hell we're going.
Yeah,
Just wanted to get
I'm with
my-
Rampu on this one. I'm not trying to get any waters at the dark of night, especially after we saw what was way back there.
Yeah, again, you guys can go. Be right here in the short till.
Oh no, I don't disagree at all. I just wanted to see if I could peer pressure Rampu into doing it tonight, since we ate the food and he didn't.
Nope.
But Crick,
Still
what
not
were
gonna
you
make
just
stupid
saying though?
decisions.
Well, we wouldn't really have to worry about the water. We could probably walk on it.
Can we still be attacked though if we're on the
That's
water?
true. I guess something underneath could try to bite us. That would
And
be a
we'll
problem.
have zero visibility. Meanwhile, if we're walking on the clear water, we can see below us and run, move.
Well, also just remind you guys, you can only
Dodge.
travel 8 hours a day until you hit exhaustion levels, or you have to roll for
We have,
exhaustion.
we're probably going to be pushing that a little bit, and I do not want to be mid-lake. Absolutely can't hold my own.
Tie. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair. Maybe we just take this as far as we can and start looking for a nice place to lay down.
You guys can't fly?
I can
Whatever. It's alright.
I can
Maybe y'all will
teleport.
learn that eventually.
raise me this. Can you teleport?
Yeah, actually I can.
Oh
I
yeah.
can fly.
Oh my God, you can teleport, son of a bitch. Huh. You know what? Point to you. That's on me.
I was just busting your balls, but you kind of went with it, so I
I certainly
went-upped you
did.
After you tried to one-up me.
Yeah, no, that's on me. That's egg on my face for sure. Sorry. So camp.
That's what you get for going after the quickest and nimblest person here.
Quickiest.
Yeah, I didn't say I was the most intelligent.
That explains why he's single.
I look at
Sorry
Rampu.
about
I'm like, we're all single.
Speak for yourself.
Keep in mind, I have 4 arms.
What
I
does that have
guess
to do with
Rampu
anything?
does have Jake.
I'll leave that up to your imagination, buddy.
A little
Just don't
fog
shake
cloud
his hand
goes off the
anymore.
work, and you see Manto cutting out like paper snowflakes with his forearms and doing it like really quickly and making like heart shapes with it. I guess that could come in handy. He looks back over at you.
That was a pun, wasn't it, buddy?
Oh.
Yeah.
Caught me. Kind of looks around. So are we camping here? Or are we trying to get closer to the water and then camping there?
Getting closer to the water, then camp there.
Rampu, Jake's got us a direction or what?
Yeah. That point where Jake showed me. And off we go.
All right. So you continue on that way then, everyone following close behind. Rampu, go ahead and roll a survival check for the group here. See how you fare.
13.
Ooh, a 13. All right. Continuing on now, going closer to this, you guys can hear the body of water getting louder and louder. Step on a couple of twigs, snapping kind of reverberates around as you guys are getting out of this dense forest that kind of muffles the acoustics a little bit, and kind of Lyric looks around, hey, let's maybe try to keep it a little quiet around here. As we get close to the water, typically from my understanding, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Rampu, but creatures will find little homes near the water so they can, have a body of water to drink from and get food from and nutrition and whatnot from. So maybe we should be careful as we're getting closer and closer.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. So
And,
no more stepping on twigs then, please.
well, kind of in the middle of the woods, so that'll be kind of hard. But yeah, noted.
To continue on now.
And I just-
Yeah.
And I whisper myself, dumbass.
Kind of looks back over at Crick after he falls back on. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
I'm like just in like the worst mood after like not getting this food.
Looks back over at Crick. Man, I'm feeling incredible. I'm on top of everything right now.
So diligent. You're actually pretty solid. That food was annoyingly good. And now, like, Kirk's mood starts to get mildly depressed. Even though he's beaming, he just slowly starts to get angry now. Yeah, it was really good, wasn't it?
Just, I mean, your skills are good and everything too, but I mean,
No buts.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I won't go there. He begins to kind of backstep a little bit, kind of falls in line with Langston. So Langston, as he kind of elbows you, just tries to settle the conversation as he keeps on stepping on his own toes each time.
Yep, come on, buddy. Yep, it's okay. It's all right. It happens.
And as you guys continue on, Manto, kind of as you do, keeping an eye around on everything. Rampu, just keeping you guys on track here. You get a glint of something from above on the canopy of the trees, like a little bit in the distance, as you guys can begin to see the clearing, maybe a half a mile in the distance.
Well, since we're not too much further away from the water, let's say we try and find a clear and secure area to maybe set up shop for the evening.
I'm with it.
Is there any signs that like other groups of people may have gone through here, like batted tracks or like fires that have been put out or anything like that?
Yeah, make a survival check. Is that a 7?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, as you kind of look around for any signs of any other of the parties, any other hunting groups or whatnot, you guys, of course, witnessed the group enter into the forest, and, prior to the forest, haven't really sensed or, ran into anyone since then. Of course, the forest is massive, and you guys have all been kind of set on your own paths and trails, but still head on a swivel and trying to be precautious with it all. You don't notice anything though, Crick, in your vicinity, or any signs of, not even like a smoke trail in the distance, anything like that would give you any clues or hints that anyone is nearby.
I'm also gonna look to see if I see any other teams, but also any creatures that might attack us if we camp here.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check if you're looking around.
Perception. 11.
Yeah, with that 11, you would notice up ahead in the distance, that kind of, like I mentioned, the sound of the water getting louder and louder. You can see the glint of the artificial moonlight reflecting on the rippling surface, and kind of like that sound of like the ambiance of the water kind of takes over a little bit the area, but still, you would imagine if, as Lurk had pointed out, stepping on that branch of the twig, snapping, kind of echoed in the area around here. If you could hear, or if there were any creatures nearby, you'd assume that you could hear them, and right now you do not.
Yeah. Well, I think we are as okay as we're gonna be. Definitely try to use as much cover as you can with these trees and whatnot. And note, for the love of God, Manto, if some weird thing possesses me tonight, please wake me up. It'd be very beneficial if I get a full night's rest.
It's literally my one job while I'm awake, while you guys are asleep, is to make sure that if anything happens, I will wake you guys up. So don't you worry.
Well, you did it last time, so that's why your
Didn't you
one
let him
job
cover?
that you were like what?
Lurk looks over to Langston. Wait, so he doesn't want to be exhausted, so he wants to wake up in his sleep? Wouldn't that make him tired too? I won't get into it.
Shut up, Lurk, I say.
I was about to like I hit Lurk with a slow head turn and just be like, not that I'm gonna say it, be like, it's coming, hold on. You make a good point, but just give it a minute. Yep, there it is. Okay.
If he wakes
No matter
me
what
up
I do,
while
I
I'm
can't
freaking
win, Lurk.
possessed, and he doesn't get a full possession, I can just go back to sleep, as opposed to whatever the hell happened last time.
Yeah, but I think, truthfully,
Think, shut up. I don't need you to think. I need you to just be quiet, and I need to not be possessed the entire evening.
That's on you, to be fair.
That was not me. I was sleeping.
Relax. I'll just fly away if something happens. Cool. We're on the
That's
same
great.
page.
Fly away. That'll be fantastic.
these guys are arguing with each other. He needs a Snickers because he's hangry. The trees begin to part, and the ground
Well, maybe
slopes on
he ate at the
downward.
table with us.
The ground slopes downward, and below you guys, you can see that silver blue river, wide and churning, endless in front of your eyes. You cannot see the other side of it at this time of night, but it is framed by this glowing algae and this softly hissing steam. And on up ahead of you guys can see, the shoreline and some rocks on the shore, and a little cliff hillside along there too. And yeah, just right on the edge of the forest as you guys have made your way on out of there.
How far away are we from the shore?
I mean, you can be wherever you want right now, but you guys are at the shoreline, essentially. You can see it right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't like how it's sloping downwards towards the water. Maybe we find a more level place to sleep. I don't know. I just don't trust anything anymore.
We could look over on one of
Where
the
I just
cliffs, but we
marked
at
over
least have
here.
the high. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have the high ground and cover from trees there. So
I'll hang out in a tree.
perfect.
And I will, as we kind of walk over there, I start layering my nanobots on the ground for a couple alarm spell that I'll put out in a second.
So Rampu, just so you and I are on the same page, you don't want me to wake you up if anything happens.
Just roll my eyes at him. Yes, exactly. That is totally what I just told you. Do not wake me up.
Yeah, that was pretty clear to me. All right.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and look up at, see which one of these trees that we're by is the highest. And I'm gonna use my grapple gun to rappel up there, and I'm gonna use the tree to cover me, and obviously I won't be on the ground, so if anybody walks by, they won't see me.
Rampu hugs onto a branch like an iguana inside of a tree up there as he goes to get some sleep for the evening. Setting up your guys' campsite as Crick follows around a perimeter, letting nanobots out for 30-45 minutes, it appears. Just dropping them out until they fill out this perimeter here and give you guys a little bit of a protective security measure.
I guess
Cool.
we're going to bed over here with the cliff, or
Yeah, I'm up here.
Yeah, I'll rotate with you.
I just
I'll
think go ahead.
After you.
Before we go to bed, we may just want to keep in mind that the last couple nights this monster tried to get in our brains. So, I don't know. Maybe try to prepare yourself before you go to bed.
You could just be like me.
That
Have
works
anything
too.
I could do before? I don't think I stocked it today. Whoops. Oh well.
You got garlic and rosemary, Langston?
All the time.
We could rip some of that, like old time's sake.
No,
Oh my
Langston,
God, are
he
you
didn't
kidding?
ask about time. He said garlic or rosemary. You said you have all the time?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, we have no time. That's why we go to garlic and rosemary. We're very low on time.
We really gotta get more time when we're
Time
back
is
on
really
the ship.
not what we have at this moment. So that's why we have to expedite it with the garlic and rosemary.
Some could say it's of the essence, really.
Urk begins to like look around a little bit into the distance, like where the water is, and just sees kind of the rippling surface with the artificial moonlight on it. Hey, begins to kind of look out there. Can any of you guys like see out there at all, in the distance or anything? It's quite
What
kind
do
of
you
dark,
see?
but no, I'm just wondering if anyone can see anything at all. Kind of eerie, just the open water just by our side like that.
Can we see the other side?
These guys
I
look
mean, it
down
is
out there. Yeah,
nighttime.
you don't see the other side at all, but yeah, you can, you see a bit into the distance, but it is rather dark out here, of course.
Do I have anything that could light it up?
Right, ball.
I actually don't have enough spell slots left for a fireball. We fucked so much shit today. I am pretty fucking tapped.
Honestly, we wouldn't want to light up anyways and give away a position at this point.
That's
unless
actually
we kinda
true. I
move it.
would. My thought was like setting like fire out, and we could just like follow it and see. But one, I might find something I wish I hadn't seen.
Kind of like looks over at Crick and like taps on his goggles or anything. Those can see out, right? Kind of far, or this is kind of just like how we see. Us with the innate power to be able to see in the dark.
Yeah, it's just kind of. I'd kind of put them down. I mean, it's dark vision 60 feet, which I think everybody else
Yeah.
has as well.
Hey guys,
Not
while it's
much.
it's been a couple of nights since we've been here. Did we try and scry on Doctor?
I don't see why we couldn't.
Why
I
not?
mean, we've met him. We know him on a pretty solid basis. We're on his planet. We've come in contact with his creatures. I think we, and potentially, Crick, if we have some of the, organs that we've harvested from his creatures, perhaps that'll help with us being able to, since he did create them. I'm spitballing.
I mean, it would be good to at least know either where he sits, or we could always scry the main beast, but I don't think it would hurt to know what the Doctor is up to.
Would you? My thing is, I think we have a better chance on scrying on him as opposed to the beast, but not saying I'm opposed to scrying on the beast.
Man, you have nothing to lose. And real quick, before we rest or whatever, I'm gonna use my second tireless and give myself 1d8 plus 2 temp HP, since that resets after a long rest.
All right.
And I'll have extra health.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna make sure that I'm just a little far away from everybody.
There you go.
10 feet.
So, Manto, are you doing it or?
Yeah, fuck it.
Go
And
for
I'm
it.
gonna have everyone surround me. I think the closest thing we have to something that might belong to him is the, like an organ from the creatures that he's created. And I'm like, all right, everyone, gather around, a hand on the mirror. And on the count of 3, we're going to say, mirror, mirror, show us doctor. All right, ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. As the heart is just kind of like in front of us, and I'm just kind of like, ugh. Mirror, mirror, show us doctor.
Show us,
You didn't count us
doctor.
down.
Sorry, the heart kind of threw me off.
Everyone's like halfway through.
I'm just like, oh, come on. I throw my hands up.
Go ahead and send it to the game log, Luke, with the so I know what I need to do again. It's a wisdom, but plus I get plus or minus stuff.
So, for some reason,
We'll go to the
I just
scrying
looked at my-
spell. Yeah.
yeah, correct. And I don't have that on my spell sheet anymore. For
Oh,
some
it's
reason.
because you're not attuned to the mirror. That's right. You unattuned to it.
Fuck me.
That's
You're right. I did. I'm attuned to it. So does
I
that not work
guess-
then?
Yeah, you don't have the scrying spell prepared. So as you guys sit around the mirror and you chant this out, son of a bitch.
God damn it! And I grapple
Well-
back up to my tree.
Well, then I got the mirror in my hand, and I'm like, looking at my horns, like, huh, coming in quite nicely.
As you tap onto your horns and make that comment, after putting the mirror away quickly, you hear a voice kind of resonate in your mind. Closer. Yes, closer. Feel it.
And I'm like, okay. And I actually like put down the mirror, and I'm like rubbing both horns. I'm like, yeah, you like that?
We have waited for you.
Is that working?
Yes. Let us see
Oh.
through your eyes.
Okay.
We hunger for more.
I have blood, you know.
And as you hear that last phrase kind of reverberates in your mind silently, kind of almost seeming like they're echoing from where those protrusions are, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Fuck.
Open the door,
Alright.
little one. Only a
Mirror,
crack.
mirror. Show me a wisdom save. 30-10.
A piece of you for a piece of us. And
After the feast, do I don't get anything that would help me with that, right?
no, you do not.
Okay.
And then
Nice.
you hear that phrase after you kind of feel a little bit of pain after these words are coming from your head, those horns there. And the last phrase you hear is after you feel that pain and kind of like shoots down your head and through your spine is a piece of you for a piece of us. You will not even notice what you lose. As kind of that pain begins to go back up through your mind, it kind of makes you twitch your head to the side a bit as you take.
Hero's Feast gives a wisdom advantage.
Not
it?
the newest one.
Oh, that's the legacy. You're right.
Oh,
So shit.
I forgot they remade so many spells.
The
Yeah.
legs of sea.
You take six. Oh, I'm sorry, I rolled that to myself, but you take 16 psychic damage, Manto.
At first, I thought you said 60. I was like, that's crazy.
And he's gone.
And after you guys see Manto
Good night,
kind of
everybody.
wince with this kind of pain after he's standing here putting the mirror away, He kind of closes his eyes for a moment, and as they open back up, they are completely covered with this inky black pupils, and the horns on his head begin to elongate a little bit more, pushing up through and almost puncturing that flesh, that chitinous flesh, and a kind of a cool air goes across the shoreline here, wafting up to your guys' campsite and brushing some leaves up into the air. That is where we will end tonight's session.
Well, you guys go to sleep, and I'll watch over you guys.
You can really watch over us now.
My
Awesome.
God,
Fantastic.
I sleep like
Yeah.
a baby.
We're 1,000% gonna die.
I mean, you won
One
if you
man
took a hero's
campaign.
feast.
Yeah.
Kidding. Awesome game. Anything before we call it a night? Close it out.
Good shit.
Good shit.
Great.
Awesome.
fun.
Sleep well tonight, Carlos.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Well, we'll discuss more next time we get together. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the Discord. I know there's some Manto lore there tonight. But yeah, that's where we'll call it. So go ahead and, before we take a long rest, just look out for those goblins on the stairs, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out. Adios.
Later, gators.
Bye, y'all.
Later.